Hey everyone, Joe Tucker from Property Principles. We buy investment grade assets for everyday Aussies. And what I wanted to do was run you through the 2-minute equity release calculator. The reason we have this is because a lot of our clients are refinancing their properties because they've had this big boom and they have their own principal place of residence and it's grown substantially. A lot of people think that paying down the debt is the best way to get it to absolute zero, but there are ways to leverage that finance because interest rates aren't that great at the moment. We're not getting much money by just having it sit in the bank. So how else can we utilize this and get the most value out of our finances? So I just wanted a quick cover off of how this equity release calculator works and what you can do with it. So what is equity? Equity is the difference between the current market value against the debt that you have on the property. So that is your equity. So what can you do with the equity? Well, you can purchase another property with it, essentially. Now, one quick caveat to all of this is not financial advice. Speak to a licensed professional to be able to help you through these type of things from an exact point of view from your individual circumstances. Not financial advice for that, but do reach out to us if you've got any questions relating to any of this, and happy to answer anything that I can help you with. So let's just go through an example. This home is worth $700,000 and you owe $300,000 on it. So the way usable equity works is there's a difference. So there's equity, which is that calculation I just told you there. So 300 and 700. So there's $400,000 of equity there, but that's not necessarily usable equity. So what we need to do is use what the banks lends against, generally speaking. So the banks actually lend against 80% of the purchase price. So, 80% of the equity that's in there. So you run the calculation. So it's 700,000 times 80. So that's 560 minus your outstanding loan. So 560 minus that means you've got $260,000 in usable equity. Now that can be rolled into another property and used as a deposit. And this is how people build out a portfolio over time, by using equity in investment or in their principal place of residence to grow their portfolio and get that looking after itself. So how do we do this calculation? Super easy. We've got this inbuilt calculator to help you out here. All you have to do is enter in the estimated value of the property. Now, we just also have a renovation calculator here, and we just did a deal crunch on that. So the property example was $450,000. And the debt on that at a 20% mortgage is $256,000. So we bought this property. We renovated this property. We bought it for $320,000. We renovated it, got the value up to $450,000. We used our usable equity calculator and we just got our deposit back. We can then use this equity and put it into another property. So that is the power of leverage. That is the power of utilizing the equity that you have in your property. And it gives you a bit of an example of what you can do. So that's an amazing way to show you how it all works. Now, let's just say we have a $450,000 property and we've got $380,000 in debt still. No usable equity. There's nothing in there. You have to wait for the property price to go further. So let's say, it's now gone up to $500,000. You have $20,000. So this is a great way to crunch the numbers on your properties and see what is there. We can help with this calculation. We can help you with property plans and property purchases. That's what we do here at Property Principles. So if you've got any questions, just book a call, reach out, happy to run through it all. But you'll find this in the education section with a lot of other resources. Thank you for taking the time today and have a great day.